Hi everyone, Attorney Poonam Minhas here, back with another U.S. immigration video. Today's topic is going to be about spouses of green card holders and whether or not they can adjust their status in the United States. Now, let me stop you here. I'm also going to talk about the June 2023 NVC Bulletin, and I will try my best to explain what is going on, what can or cannot happen. But the NVC Bulletin for some people is super confusing. So make sure to stick around for this video. And if this is your first time here, hit subscribe or the bell icon to stay updated on anything I post on U.S. immigration law, updates, any type of policy changes. And if this is not your first time here, welcome back. Let's cover today's video. So what are some of the type of questions U.S. immigration lawyers ask prospective clients to find out if they are eligible for adjustment of status in the United States and they happen to be spouses of green card holders? Well, first and foremost, we check to see if you are still in valid status. If you entered the United States lawfully, but then you fell out of status or you filed an extension of status, that puts you in a different position. At that point, it is not clear as to whether or not you can adjust your status here in the United States. Typically, if you fall out of status, adjustment of status is not possible unless your spouse becomes a U.S. citizen. Now, a lot of people have waited until they receive their oath ceremony and they swear into becoming a U.S. citizen because now they know, okay, my spouse entered with a tourist visa, overstayed, and I could potentially file an I-130, an adjustment of status for them to get a green card here in the United States. So let me backtrack a little bit. Now, I spoke about a foreign national filing an extension of status. So if an extension of status is filed, that doesn't mean that person is in valid status because you're now waiting for USCIS to adjudicate the application, which, believe it or not, current wait times are approximately 15 months for them to adjudicate the application. And there is no guarantee that they're actually going to approve it. USCIS may deny it. They may even send over a request for evidence to ask for more documents to see whether you are able to get this extension of status. Now, the extension of status is only given for a 6-month amount of time. So another thing I also recommend is sit down with an immigration attorney to see whether another application can be filed. And these things must be done timely. Now, I do have a video up talking about the extension of status for tourist visas, and you may go check that out. And of course, the link is in the description to make it easier for you. Now let's move on. If the foreign national is in valid status, in a status or has a visa that is typically okay for an adjustment of status to occur, then yes, an adjustment of status application may be filed. But now if the foreign national has a visa such as a C1D, then adjustment of status is not possible in the United States. There are restrictions to this. Now we're going to move on to the hard part, which is talking about the June 2023 National Visa Center Bulletin. And what does that mean for spouses of green card holders? So for some reason, if your spouse is not able to become a citizen at this time, or potentially cannot ever become a citizen for whatever reasons, and you are here in the United States lawfully and you're in valid status, now we're going to have to take a look at that NVC Bulletin. So now, because they already released June 2023, we also have to take a look at the F2A category. USCIS's new policy is, look, you need to follow our instructions. You need to see whether you're able to file the adjustment of status based on the dates of filing chart. So there are two charts. There's a dates of filing chart and there's a final action chart. Now here we go into more confusing stuff. So I'll try to break this down and make it easy. Dates of filing chart shows that the category for spouses of green card holders is current. However, even though you may file the adjustment of status, you have to wait until a visa is available under the final actions chart. So you typically look at which country you are from and you see how long it will take for them to issue a green card. So for example, somebody who's a Mexican citizen, it may take them 5 years to finally get a green card if they are married to a green card holder and they already filed the adjustment of status because they were eligible to do so. Now, the NVC Bulletin does change. It's changed many times. Like, I'll give you an example. Before this year started, we were able to file applications for both the I-130 and adjustment of status because the final dates of action showed that the category was current. So typically the green card would be available right away, or the visa would be available right away, and the adjudication would take place. But right now, that's not the case. So we are dealing with that change. But of course, every month when a new bulletin is released, you have to check the USCIS website to see what instructions they will be giving you. Now, I hope that explanation was a little simpler than what you read online or, what USCIS has posted. But, typically the best thing for you to do is to sit down with an immigration attorney and see what are your best options. Whether being a spouse of a green card holder puts you in a situation of being able to file the adjustment of status or not being able to file the adjustment of status. And of course, you need to discuss whether you have a lengthy immigration history and whether or not you have a desire to travel in and out of the country if you already have a tourist visa. These are things only an immigration attorney who's experienced in this field can help you with and really strategize what's the best option for you. So I hope today's video was helpful. Again, I also wrote a blog about this, so please do go on my website to check out the blog. Do go back and check out the tourist visa video that I had posted not too long ago, and just check back and see what else I post. But before I go, you know what you have to do. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, like, share with all your friends and family, hit the bell notification to stay updated. And if you have any questions, you can use the comment section below, but it has to be general in nature. If it's not, it's private. You can write to me, you can send an email, you can pick up the phone and schedule a consultation, and let's see if we can help you. Have a great day, and thanks for checking in.